Okay, hi there, guys, or guy and gal. Well, guys and gal, yeah. This is for a broader audience, but I'm featuring 3 of my Tribe Builder students, my entry-level Tribe Builder students, who are going through the early process here in terms of, setting up your Facebook, setting up their Facebook groups and so on. But I'm not going to talk about Facebook groups for this quickie video. On this quickie video, I'm going to talk about your personal profile because the core of what you're doing, if you're talking about generating free or leads organically on on Facebook, the core of what you're doing should revolve around your personal profile. Now, this doesn't take away from the Facebook group, but I believe that you need both. You need the Facebook group and you need your personal profile. So, accepting that as being truth, you'll want to make sure that your personal profile is up to scratch, that it's looking good and working well. Your personal profile can act as a feeder for your Facebook group. And your Facebook group can reinforce your personal profile. They as I say, it's like there's a symbiotic relationship between the two. And then the third element might be a business page if you have one, but it's not essential to have a business page, but I do believe it's essential to have an active personal profile and to have an active Facebook group. So we've got Kalila's personal profile page here, and we'll just do a quick review. Okay, well, the first thing is that we'll do the basics first. So we'll just look at the little intro thing here. Always seeking to be a better version of myself. Okay, it's got a personal development tinge to it. A little bit of background there. Okay, let's go into the about section. Have a look. Self-employed. Okay. No places to show, so there's no background here. People want to check you out. They want to sort of get to know you a little bit. It would be good to have this detail completed. Let's have a look at details. Okay, I love to eat anything. Dark chocolate. I have 6 siblings. Okay, I am an atheist. Ooh, bit controversial there. Not one to have imaginary friends. I love to drink red wine, Pinot Noir preferred. I put peanut butter on my pancakes. I haven't eaten peanut butter for about 300 years. Used to eat it as a kid. I don't have any children. My favourite babies are the short, furry and 4-legged kind. I can speak Spanish and French fluently, but only in my dreams. Oh. Okay, and her nickname is Lee. Okay, well, I'll remember that. It's a little bit easier to say than Kalila. I'm not even sure if I've got the pronunciation right. Anyway, Kalila. All right, well, that's quite good. Simple philosophy: treat others as you would expect them to be treated. Okay, places she's lived. I think there's a 0 in there. Yep, there's nothing there. Work and education. Got a bit there, that's good. Nothing about her internet marketing activities. All right, that's, not saying that's bad or good, I'm just saying an observation. All right, okay, back to overview. See if there's any final comments we need to... Look, I think the main thing is to get these 2 done, and I think that'll be it for now, so leave it as it is. Go back to her timeline, and let's go down here on the left hand side and have a look at friends. She's got 184 friends and 9 who are mutual with me. Okay, well, the idea there, of course, is to keep adding friends, and if we're doing this primarily for business purposes, it'll be niche specific friends. Niche specific friends, that's what's required here. So I'd be setting a goal to get my friend count up to, say, 500. That would be good. And then, some of those people that you add as friends will become members of your Facebook group. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the content, the news feed here. I've seen that guy. Who is he? I've seen him. TV personality, I think. Manifest your desires. Yeah, she's got some good stuff here. Yeah, Lee is, you can tell, she's really working on her content. She's getting some engagement for that one. Mondays don't suck, your job does. That's good. I'll steal that. I'll steal it. Everyone has those mornings, especially on Mondays, when you just don't feel like getting out of bed. But guess what's silly? Guess what's silly? Nothing good will happen if you don't put in the work. It is that simple, but sometimes you need an extra push. As you lie there contemplating if you should hit the snooze button for the third time, close your eyes and visit your dream day, and repeat the words in this pic out loud to yourself 5 times. There it is here. Your only limit is you. Well, there you go. So she's taken a basic personal development quote and added value to it. You see? So she's got 3 and a bit paragraphs of text, and she's enhanced it and she's made it her own. If she took the lazy approach and just posted this little image here, wouldn't be nearly as good. So she didn't get any comments, but you know, can't win them all, but she's heading in the right direction. Be yourself. She's got some comments there. So this is good stuff. She's definitely on the right pathway here. And hers very much has a personal development focus, and that's great. You don't have to be talking about internet marketing or network marketing or whatever it is that you're trying to promote, or your newsletter or something like that. You don't have to be doing that all the time on your news feed. Less controversial and perhaps even more effective is to be talking about issues. So if you have an interest in personal development, well, you'll create content around the key issues associated with personal development. Okay, and if you're promoting, if you have an interest in other topics, spirituality or something like that, I wouldn't go too deep into it, but you could tinge some of your posts with a let's say a mildly spiritual message, and on it goes. You know, I have somewhat of an interest in personal development. I don't think it's as strong as Kalila's, but I have an interest in it. I do also think a lot of it's bunkum, but that's just my opinion. But I have an interest in marketing. See, I love marketing. I'm addicted to it. So it's natural that my content would tend to reflect, you know, my passion. All right. So if you have an interest in something else, leadership, you know, let's say you've been in management in the past, and okay, we'll dig deep, draw on some of those management and leadership issues that you had in the past, and bring it to your audience, and then you start to build a really, you know, vibrant little community, a following. Got to be good. But anyway, good on you, Kalila. Great stuff, and keep on keeping on. So let's have a look at another one now, and this will be Lynette. Okay, here we have it. All right. Well, the first thing I notice about Lynette's is that the intro basically says nothing. So that needs to change like yesterday. So anyway, we'll go and have a look here. Click on the About thing again, and there's nothing. It's just absolutely nothing. How can you build friendships if you don't give something of yourself to people, if you don't share something of yourself to people? Details about Lynette. Lynette Cheng is an entrepreneur who shows people how they can use their internet to change their lives and create the life of their dreams. Okay, that's fine. Except that you're not doing it in the first person. You're not making a personal message. So what I would do is I'd say, hi, it's Lynette here. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. See, it's warmer. This is a little cold. Okay? Is an entrepreneur who shows people how to, how they can use the internet to change their lives and create the life of their dreams, etc. I'd also include some favourite quotes in here. People like that kind of stuff, even though it's generally just a bit of fluff, but people like fluff, so give them a bit of fluff. Contact and basic info, okay. No contact information here. Places she's lived. Why wouldn't you put your group in there? I don't get that. Your group link in there and talk a bit about that. Go back to the details about Lynette. Why not promote your group in here? Have a second paragraph about your group. See? Places she's lived, there's nothing there. You need to fill it out, Lynette. Work and education. Done. Nothing there. Nothing there. So this one looks to be quite underdone. And now I know that Lynette's come from a place where her personal profile was closed, completely closed, and she's opened it up a little bit, but I think you need to open it up a bit more. I'm not sure how many friends you've got. You've got down here 9 mutual friends. Your settings preclude me from seeing how many friends you have. Okay. Let's have a look at the feed here. I feel like this is speaking to me. Is it speaking to you too? All right. For sure. Okay, this isn't a very well thought out comment, but you must do the things you think you cannot do. Okay, this is from Eleanor Roosevelt. I'm a bit of a fan of her stuff, so let me add something more here. For sure, one of Leanor Roosevelt, I'll have the spelling right. Quotes was this: belongs to those who believe in the of their dreams. I do love that quote. See, so now I could have just left it at there and just say for sure, and then that's it. So, but I've taken it to another level, haven't I? I've taken it to another level by adding this extra little sentence here. Alright, so that will stand out. So some of her friends may notice my comment, and before you know it, I've got another friend request from somebody. And then let's thank Lynette. Okay, see, we tag it as well. This is how you tag if you're not sure. There it is. Bang. It's highlighted, isn't it? That's it. What else have we got? I was reading a post by Ariana Huffington about eliminating... Yeah, I saw this one over the weekend. About eliminating those projects in her to-do list which are incomplete. She said those incomplete projects... boy, this is a good one. And this is exactly what I do. I do the same thing. I have them a list, my to-do list. And, you know, at least once or twice a month I review my to-do list, and I look at those key tasks that have not been completed. They keep getting pushed over to the next day and the next day and the next day, and then I just ask the question, am I going to do this or not? If not, remove it. To liberate from carrying the unnecessary baggage, she could just drop them from the list. Well, I thought that's a wise choice. Sometimes we let those things that we didn't... Yeah, so basically saying the same thing. So is there any projects... shouldn't that be... Are there any projects? Plural. which you think you could drop from your to-do list and reserve your energy and instead focus on those that really matter and bring them to completion. Okay, the sentence is a little bit long, so let's just rewrite this just very quickly. Okay, so here it is. So is there any projects where you think I've pasted this into Grammarly, and let's see what we need to do here. It's a little too long. Okay, well the word really, I agree with Grammarly on this. Really is an oft-used word, and it really adds nothing to the piece. In fact, it subtracts from the potency of the message, so we just delete it. So are there any projects, we don't need the which, that's superfluous. Are there any projects you think you could drop from your to-do list? Let's stop it there. Are there any projects we don't need to use the word think there, that's superfluous. You could drop from your, are there any, okay, we'll refine it even further. So do you have any projects you could drop from your to-do list? Okay, we'll make the question the last thing that people see, and let's move that one to the front. I think it's vital to, so we make a statement, then we end with a question. It's vital to reserve your energy and instead focus on the tasks that matter, so you can bring them to completion. Okay, I think it's vital to reserve your energy and instead focus on the tasks that matter, so you can bring them to completion. Remove the question mark there. So do you have any projects you could drop from your to-do list? I think it's vital to reserve your energy and instead focus on the tasks that matter, so you can bring them to completion. So there it is. All right, that's how I would handle it. Wrong group here. Hang on. Blink. Wrong Facebook page. All right, here we are. Back again. That's great. For how long do you think we should keep learning from the mistakes of others? Well, you must learn from the mistakes of others. You can't possibly live long enough to make them all yourself. That's a great quote. Love it. Sam Levinson. All right. Really good. Now, you just in terms of content, you're definitely heading in the right direction. It's, yeah, I've noticed just since I last looked at it, things have improved definitely. I'm not sure how many friends you've now got, but definitely, from memory, I think you had very few. That's right. I think you had very few. So you want to be adding friends every day. Either you're making friend requests or you're accepting friend requests from others who are suitable. So you do that, and then you'll get more engagement. You know, numbers are important. Get the volume of friends up. You'll get engagement. Connie's helping out here, which is great. I added that one. Joel Jablonski added something, which is good too. So that's fine. Now let's move to the last one, and this is Joel. Okay, let's look at the photo first. Well, I mean, that says it. That says what Joel's about. He's at heart, I think he's a country boy. Okay, now he's got a photo there with John Chow. Sort of in two minds about this one, but who gets more benefit, John Chow or Joel? But anyway, we'll leave that as it is. Most people tiptoe through life hoping to make it safely to death. Yeah, that's a fantastic quote from Earl Nightingale. It's one of my favourites, absolute favourites. I think you'd be hard pressed to get a better quote than that one. Okay, now we've got some photos, happy snaps, all of that. Friends, he's got 410. That's great. He's letting the world know that he's in mode. 2 points of view about that, the wisdom of that approach, but we'll leave it at that for now. Let's go over to the about page. All right, he lives in Kingman, Arizona. Details about Joel. Okay, so we've got nothing here. So Joel, maybe take a bit from your personal profile, or sorry, from your narrative, your hero's journey narrative that I helped you with, and put some of it in here. And of course, promote your group. Promote your group in here. Okay? And he's got another good quote here. Do it now. The hardest door to open is your own car door. All right. That's a bit of a metaphor, isn't it? Life events. Okay. Places he's lived. Kingman, Arizona. I know for a fact that Joel has spent many years in another part of the US, up north. It's up to Joel whether he wants to include that. If there's no, it's probably good to include it, but it's up to Joel to do that. All right, so we'll leave that one, and we go to his timeline now. To go through this. All right, so someone has spammed his wall. Here's what I do with people like that. I remove them, I remove the post, and I block them, unfriend them. They're gone. No, first strike and you're out. It's as simple as that. Now, okay, Joel has an eclectic interest. He likes dogs and all of that. It's great, interesting stuff, and you know, it's all good. He's also been in the Vietnam War, so sometimes he'll feature, you know, content about that. Shrek the sheep from New Zealand hid in a cave for 6 years, then found he had 60 pounds of wool on his body, enough for 20 suits. I mean, that is an incredible photo. You love it. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, it's all good general content here, but I'd be posting. Okay, he shared one of my posts. Better thinking, mate. Thanks for that, Joel. See the tag coming up again? Bang. Smiley face. Opposites attract, right? Okay, so he's sharing a bit of stuff. He's got some just, you know, general social content, a little bit of personal development stuff, but there's no authority building content here. And could probably say the same thing to a degree for Lynette, but there's no authority building content. Now, Joel is an elite member of the Tribe Builder program, which means he gets content given to him, written daily content. So I would say that Joel should duplicate the content that he's posting in his group, the business-oriented, authority-building content, text-based content, no photos, not necessary. Duplicate them in here. Okay, that's what I do. So you check my wall, you see that I've got content in there that is business-oriented. Let's have a look. Forgot that I'd already opened Joel's tab before, and Lynette's, but anyway. Okay, so I've got this thing called the Kimbo Daily. You don't have to do the Joel Daily or anything like that, but just simple little, you know, idea here. If you're a newbie, you'll experience lots of ups and downs and setbacks, people with the big why. So this is really a personal development type quote, isn't it? Okay, and let's face it, home business, if you're in the home business industry, well, even if you're not in the home business industry, personal development is really important. If you've got a job, you're trying to do better in your job, you want to get noticed by the boss, it all comes back to personal development at the end of the day. As long as you've got some base, you've got your skills in place. You need to be the right person attitudinally. So this stuff works really well. It works well. So I'm always getting engagement. It's rare that I don't get at least a few likes, comment, whatever. See, this one got 15, well, it's 19 comments, and by the time this one is done, it'll probably end up with 25, 30 comments, okay? And someone shared it. Who shared it? Brandy. Hey, Brandy Lutley. Okay. Brandy is in our incubator group, incubator messenger chat group chat, thing, whatever. Okay, so I'm not afraid to put business content on my wall. I don't, it doesn't worry me. I don't do many photos and stuff like that. It's okay, I do a silly thing like that with the elephant, but I do a bit of that, but not that much. Now, look, coming on Christmas, I will be including more social content, because I've got, like I guess most people, I've got family situation happening real soon, like this week. My son is coming over to see me, and from Vietnam. He's in Vietnam, I'm in Cambodia, and he's bringing his girlfriend. So I'm super excited about that. So there'll be lots of happy snaps, and that'll fill my wall. All right, but the point is that don't be afraid of posting business-oriented content, personal development type content, leadership type content on your wall. It helps to validate you, and helps to improve your posture with people, your authority. Okay. But look, guys, you're definitely heading in the right direction. Way better than a few weeks ago. So I'm impressed. But there's still more work to be done. All right, this is Kim Willis. Bye for now.